Well, I was just filming all of my beginning first impression thoughts on the Blendiful by Tati, and my microphone wasn't on. Okay, so I'm going in with the Blendiful. This is my first impression of this. I will link Tati's video in the description box below because I have watched several videos on the Blendiful, and I don't think we all need a recap of how it works. If you don't know how it works or what it is, then check out her video in the description box. So, wow. First video back from 2020. Forgot to turn my microphone on. There's always something with me. Anyway, I'm going in with my Maybelline Dream Urban Cover in the color 235 Almond. And I'm just kind of... You can hear my husband playing Grand Theft Auto in the background. I'm telling you, I was watching him play that game the other day. And I know for a fact that if I had a child, I would never let them play that game. It is awful. So, like I said, this is a first impression. Let me zoom you guys in. Most people really seem to like this. Some don't. But you know what? First impression wise, I feel like it's not that different than a foundation brush. Am I wrong? A foundation brush gives me the best coverage. I think my skin is just sort of looking rough lately. I feel like my foundation is sticking in certain places and not sticking in others. But you know what? Let's just move on because it might be better once I get concealer and stuff on. So I just picked up this Maybelline Dream Lumi Under Eye Concealer in the color Nude. Let's see how it goes with the beauty sponge. I did try this concealer one time the other day and it seemed okay. So I'm just gonna sort of highlight the areas that I normally would and see how we do. I'm gonna go in with just another clean corner. Look at how much foundation I've used. Okay, let's go. Let's just go. Enough talking. I'm actually going to the doctor later on with my husband. We've both been sick since Christmas. I have been literally sick since Christmas. I got a cold. We both got a cold at the same time, I should say. And it just never really went away, you know? I still wasn't feeling well, and then I got the flu right after that. Or it was some strange hybrid of the flu, and no, it's not the coronavirus. So I'm going in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. This is really good concealer, you guys. I ended up buying the wrong color. This is the color Medium 85N or 8.5N, I can't see. It's basically my skin color. So I am going to put this over my little freckles and sunspots and things that I want to sort of, that need more coverage. I need to go and buy this in my natural, or in a highlighting color, under eye concealer color, because I think I would really like this as a concealer. So far, the Blendiful is fine. I think I probably need to practice a little bit. To be totally 100% honest with you, I get about the same coverage with a brush, and it takes me about half the time to blend. But that could just be because I'm not used to holding this. Okay, so I'm going to put on, I need some serious color correcting. I'm just not in a good place here. So I'm going to use the Baby Blendiful to blend in a little bit of this LA Girl Creamy Beige Concealer. Has a very good peach undertone. See if I can color correct some of this nonsense I have going on. So I feel like the little one was better for blending in the concealer, and I don't know if it's just because of the size or the nap. I guess it's the same nap as the big one. So now we're doing very, very natural makeup. Not everybody, but that's sort of the trend at the moment. I think it's probably just because we're going into spring. I don't know. So I'm just sort of patting out any creasing that I may have. I am not going to powder my face because I normally don't. but I am going to put on my bronzer, which is MAC Give Me Sun. I'm gonna do one side with my regular brush. Sorry guys, I'm always like this. I have to remember to sit up. I need glasses though. I can't see myself in my normal mirror this far away. Now I'm using the Tati sponge, the Blendiful, for my bronzer. You know what? I actually really like this. Why am I stuck here? I actually really like this for the powder, but that's really nice for the powder. Let's see how it does with the very hard to use ColourPop Super Shock blush. I bought this ColourPop, it's called Between the Sheets Super Shock Cheek Matte Blush, and I didn't know what this was. I have Super Shock eyeshadows, which I love, but this is their blush, and it's like a putty, and it's wet. It doesn't really work good with a brush. It doesn't really work good with a sponge. So let's see how it works with the Tati Beauty Blendiful. Oh boy, this is going to be difficult. The Blendiful. So bringing up the cheek color up a little bit higher, almost to under the eye. So far the Blendiful has replaced the baby Blendiful, and the big Blendiful have replaced 4 big makeup brushes so far. So that makes me happy, because then I know I can travel with that and it won't take up as much space. Because the one thing that takes up more space in my travel kit is my makeup brushes. So I'm gonna finish up my actual face. I'm just spraying some Makeup Revolution Hyaluronic Fix spray, and I'm gonna take the Rodeo Drive highlighter, and I'm just gonna dip the other side of the Blendiful into that just a little bit. I'm really not, I'm not a beauty guru, so I am trying this just as a normal, average, everyday makeup consumer. And I'll give you my final thoughts on it. But so far, I'm kind of like on the fence. I don't really know if it's certainly nice. I feel like I get the same amount of coverage when I use my foundation brush, but it definitely blends out products easily. It's a little bit awkward in the hand for me, just because it's absolutely like nothing I've ever used before. So that's gonna take some getting used to for me. But as far as blending goes, wow, pretty damn nice. It doesn't deposit too much product or too little. It's just right. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of sort of my everyday easy makeup look, and I'll be right back. So my final thoughts on the Blendiful. I think that it's a really new kind of innovative item. I like it. My makeup went on fine. It's gonna take some practice. I am really interested in seeing if this could replace several of my makeup brushes. I would be a very happy little clam if all I had to take were some eyeshadow brushes on vacation or whatever, and that was it. So my final thoughts on the Tati Beauty Blendiful. Why not? Why not? You get 2 of them. You get both of these for $18. Now, it took about 2 weeks for them to arrive because I live in Europe. So if you want to get these, I would suggest, if she has them in stock, on tatibeauty.com, that you put in an order sooner rather than later. So there you go. I think that if you are in the market for something that will replace some of your facial brushes, your highlighter, your contour, bronzer, powder, blush brushes, then the Blendiful is something that would work for you. And then as far as the little travel size one that you can put in your purse, which is super, super cute and handy. Sorry, I've got makeup all over my fingers. You could put this in one of those little chiffon pouches and pop it into your purse so that it's not, tossing around inside of your purse. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you are subscribed and you like this video if you enjoyed it. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.